Hello YouTube, we're just leaving Deals Gap, the resort, and we're headed on the Dragon. This is the start of the tail of the Dragon. First corner, very easy. Today we're not going to run this very hard. Normally Larry and I will see what we can do with this thing, but I want to do some filming and talking, and I cannot do that when I'm concentrating 100% on speed. So, all the monster stories you hear of the tail of the Dragon, all of that stuff depends on your approach to the ride. This is just like any other ride. Actually, Larry and I have been on roads today that are actually worse than the tail of the Dragon. By the way, that's Larry up in front of me on his 2010 Gold Wing with a traction suspension, full Monty. I'm on my 2012 red and silver Gold Wing level 4. And today we're just going to kind of just take this nice and slow. Not really nice and slow, but we're not going to run this 100% because I'd like to show everybody that seems to be afraid of the horror stories that they hear that this ride is just like any other ride that I have filmed all day. As long as you pay attention, as long as you keep your eye on the road, and stay in your lane, and ride within your own speed. This is not a bad ride at all. And you too can say you conquered the Dragon. Not much to conquer, but it does have a mystique, and people come from all over the world just to ride this. So far, Larry and I have run about 240 miles today on roads just like this. We did not hit any highways to get here. But once we run down at the bottom of this one, we have to be home tonight at 6:30 for a Zoom call, and we'll try to make that call. Once we get off the Dragon, we'll go through Maryville and over to Lenoir City, and we'll hit I-40 back in toward Nashville. This is we've done this several times, so we're very familiar with it. Of course, when we get to the photo booths, everybody's gonna say, "Well, you're not looking like you're leaning very much." I don't care. If you really want to say that, come ride with me. I'll let you outrun me. Larry out there, he is very smooth and very fast. I struggle to keep up with him. Most of these corners are banked, cambered in the right way. It doesn't throw you. It's not an off camber corner. They bank into your turn, which gives you lots of room. It's just that most of the time you're constantly turning. So you have to look through the turn, on the throttle nice and smooth. Set up on the outside for the next one and ride it to the inside. Come out to the outside. There's all kinds of techniques to ride. This is the downhill ride, starting at the top at Deals Gap and going down the hill toward Maryville, Tennessee. And everybody in the world says the tail of the dragon is in North Carolina. The start of the tail of the dragon is in North Carolina for about the first quarter of a mile, and then you hit the state line, and 95% of it is in Tennessee. And there's a photo op. That'll cost me $7. That was a good photo. Well, it's later in the day and there's not much traffic on this. We were up at the resort and it was packed when we got there. I'm not sure what was going on, but the parking lot, we could hardly get in to get a parking place. But we sat there for an hour. We had a burger and drinks and air conditioning, and said goodbye to that young couple that that followed us over here from the Tellico Plains. We'll make sure then we get them in the video so they can have something to look back on. It's really nice to have a navigation so you can tell what corner is coming up. I don't use it a whole lot, but a right and a left. wanted to try to get this this lake while we were here beside it. It is really, really pretty. Go that way right there to go to Foothills Parkway. Makes you wish you had a kayak all afternoon. Put it right out in the middle of that. Lay back on some seat cushions and soak up the sun. That's living.